Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can you hear your boy? I'm just trying to see if I got some. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can you hear your boy? I'm just trying to see if I got some. I don't like that. It's a lot of static feedback. Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. Static feedback. Mic check, mic check. I'm buzzing back. It's crazy, man. I'm like that buzzing. Turn something down. Mic check, mic check. That sounds ugly, man. That is ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, let's try something. two, 1, 2, 1, 2. What we got? What we got? How we sounding? How we sounding? Nah, I still hear that That's, I'm not liking that. Gotta get a different headset. Believe me. Noise cancellation or something. This stuff is horrible. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna do one more thing. If I do it like this, is it gonna show everything that I'm doing? Okay. Alright. Oh, that does it. That's cool. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's still there. It's still there. Damn hum. Let's see. This is all the way down. No, it's not me. This sucks. Get a good stream. With a microphone like this, it sucks. It's crazy, man. Okay, let's do this. How does it sound here? Go here. Turn this up here. How it sound? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. How it sound? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's gonna rock with that. I'm gonna go like right here with it. So bad, so bad, so bad. Alright, this is what we got. This is what we got. I'm sorry. Let's get into it. Check me out, check me out. So, Blind Eye Society, what it do? It's your boy. Let's start it off right? It's your boy, MrRigteyeblind, coming at you live and direct with that reload simulator, y'all. Like I said, hopefully y'all can bear with me if there's some buzzing going on. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new headset, whatever it is, I'm gonna make it happen. And I just need to make sure that I can hear myself and I'm heard. And that's what we got going on, man. So let's get into it, man. Reload simulator. How I hustle. That's 15 keys right there. That's 15 keys. Huh? That's 15 keys. Excuse me, I'm direct in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? So just in here chilling, seeing what's going down. And we're gonna get into it, y'all. This is you know the way I play. You know what I got going on. A read little simulator. But you see the title. It's 15 keys right there. Moving a lot more than that. I got an order right now for only seven. But we're getting up there though. We're getting back up there. I had to restart, man. Some, this game had came out, I believe, a couple weeks ago, and I had got it like a day after it had dropped. Cause fan out a lot of the simulator games, definitely a fan, and I've been waiting for a game like this for a long time, So look at this here. I haven't even finished. This is a little project I got going on right here. So one of my houses, hangers, up in the hangers, one of the grow houses. Just got a little simple thing going on, nothing too crazy. Still trying to, figure out how much more I'm gonna put in here. This is just about every strand, and I kind of got them doing their own thing right now. So I'm not really too um, full focused on how I want to get a mass production coming from here, if that's the case. Again, this is just how I play, how I spend. They'll revoke games. Shout outs to them. This is crazy right here. It really is. Um, and the mere fact that they're putting in the updates and getting with the people on Discord. Make sure y'all get with them if y'all playing this, and just seeing how they get down. What they got going on. Because this ain't the only title that they have. They do have a couple of other titles. So do bear with them when it comes down to if you're solely playing this and you're looking for updates or whichever have you. Give them a second because they're coming. I'm saying? They're definitely coming. Let's go back to the very first house that you start off with in game for anybody that's just starting off, just looking into it. Shout out to my man B Stone. I hear you, brother. I feel you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's another one of my guys playing this game. Make sure you check him out. That dude is funny as hell, yo. B Stone is hilarious when he's playing this game, dude. Like, I'm for real, for real. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Got the vending machines, for my day oneers, which they did this pretty quick. They did this pretty quick, and this wasn't here before. This is another one of the brand new updates and the way certain things go. So when you just come into the game, you go through a little cutscene, which I don't believe I could spoil it because I forgot it. But you get a little spot. That's your little spot that you start off with, and and I believe that you got to go shopping. Get about $2,000, I believe it is, and you go get you a couple of items, the basic necessities. You go get you a couple pots. Um, you go get you some. Hold on, why the ambiance changed like that? I don't really like that. Let's do this real quick. Sorry, gang. Sorry. We put some of the sound on. We can do the sound, right? So, yeah, the ambiance is really kind of trips me out at times. So, you get your store table, you get your dryer, and you get a cut and packing table. Oh, what did I notice? Just kind of hearing something feedback. Now, but yeah, make sure when you're doing your thing that you're also, cutting up the work, getting you something going on, and you're selling it. So here's the first hanger that I had gotten. Again, over here, kind of just got them doing their thing, and some of the reasons why I kind of got my factories doing, and I like to call them factories because we're not going to call them like, these well, they're grow houses, right? Grow houses. And yeah, there's my grow houses, but this is a job now. This is a profession. It's not looked at like how it was looked at years ago. So I'm running an operation here. I'm paying these people hourly. So that's coming out of my pocket. It's definitely not the way it used to be, where if you know, you know, you know, if you know, you know. New Jack City, New Jack City. So but not only member, I'm the president. I'm not only the president, but I'm a member. That deal. But the reason why I'm kind of just letting everybody just run around and do their thing right now is because um, kind of built this, kind of got this going on, where kind of got everything a little set up. Got a little too much of this. Take y'all over to Biscotti Farms in a little bit, but this is what we got going on here. So kind of come from out of the production, production floor around here. Got a little bit of everything going on. And again, they're doing their thing, moving around, getting their chop on things and stuff like that. Now, what I will say with some of these people that haven't seen it yet, it all depends on what, you put them to do. But now, there you go, there you go. They kind of bump into each other, they clash a little bit, they get in each other's way, Still, the NPCs working out. Sometimes you can, get in between them. Sometimes, but he's in emotion, so he's running the script right now. So, it is what it is. Still the dopest on the market. But yeah, if you haven't played, be on the lookout, for the thugs and what they got in the game, which is dope. But here's one thing that I have noticed. Let me see something. Alright, let's go. I'm in the middle of making a sale right now too, right? Yeah. I'm in the middle of moving this. I need to get some more of that coming. Let's see what's going on here. So just know we got that on here. Alright, so we got kind of a big order. What I like about it, what they also changed, if anybody noticed the wholesale system, you have a XP level now, and you're growing up with that, and you're growing with that, which I think is pretty dope. I like it, because before, like they stated on the Discord, you can just, do a couple of runs and you up there, all the way up there, you know what I'm saying? But the way that they kind of went back and revamped it to, more of a leveling system, and you get the bigger orders, as you go, which is good because, before some of them orders, they were large orders, you know what I'm saying? Hence is one of the reasons why I had Biscotti Farms going, because when I restarted, because I had saved on top of some bugs and some things going on, I was already in the millions, I was already level 100. You can see it in the past videos that I have. I wasn't, talking on any of them, but the proof is there. It's up there. But what was funny though, I didn't have as many dealers as I did before. So I don't know if I have them all, but I like to say, I believe this is it. You just get one page of contacts right now to deal with. So you got Diego, Sam, Mike, Hazel, Ricky, Greg, Ivy, Mia. One thing I can tell you about Mia, she stays. Let's see. Okay, so everybody probably just needs something. Let's see. Everybody but Sam. So everybody but Sam needs something. The reason why I'm not taking those deals right now, and maybe it will show in this video, but for some reason when I take the orders, the game starts to lag for me. So I don't know if that's something that's going on or anything like that. But you know, as I said, let's go on a quick tour real quick. But I did want to also demonstrate something to you real quick. You know, I'm gonna repackage that up, so I'll come back and get that. So look, see, she's already on it. Yeah, you know, the devs was really on point with, you know, updating the workers and making sure that they was able to, you know, kind of get on with doing what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's, you know, the things that they got going on now is amazing. And this is just within like a week's time. You know, a week's time. You got to really love and appreciate these simulator games that are not the cash grabs, because they got a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? And I got a few of them in the vault. You know, a few of them cards, them TGCs, and you know what I'm talking about. The stores and boy, you know, boy oh boy, but yeah. So here's one of the hangers. You know, so you're gonna get that order done. So hold on, let's take that. Get this over here. So we should have nothing on us. Seeds is okay. Seeds is fine. Um, but you know, nobody's coming after the seeds, which, you know, I believe that the police should be able to take those from you too, because that's paraphernalia. But as you can see, three of them right in his face. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? He walks away. All right, this guy in a leather jacket. I'm trying to give these guys some names. I don't know. Victor. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Henry. No. I don't know. Andrew. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's you know. He got the leather jacket and the cargos. He just, I don't know. He's giving me Victor vibes. It's Victor vibes. It's that okay, Victor. Yeah, it's definitely Victor. I think that one's stuck with him. Now, as you can see, I'm walking around these guys. You know, it's not just for the sake of just, you know, playing around with the names, but you know, so okay. Wow, there we go. I'm gonna go and get. Let's go here. We'll get us. Let's get 2 grams because we're gonna go ahead and take a toke. Pack that up. Look at that, y'all. Look at the graphics of that. Look at that. So you get two types of bags. You get 2 types of packaging. Sorry, you get this one here. Three. Sorry, three. I'm sorry. You get this one here, and I'm gonna go ahead take a hit of that. Yep, that's exactly what happens. And I don't got the music on right now, but if you have the music on, the music does change. One thing I do like about it with the different strands, right, is when you hit them, different things and what you look at will, you know, do different things and stuff like that. And it'll look a certain way, you know, color, or even a shape, believe it or not. So now I have 1 gram on it, right? Got 1 gram of that mango haze. I already took a hit of the other one, but real quick, I wanted to. Let's see. I think it's it's a 7. So I can do a 7 real quick, and that's what a 7 looks like. You know, packaged up, and I think anything in between there. I haven't done the numbers on what, you know, but I think from 5 G's under, you get the baggie, and from 5 up to, I think, about probably a whole zip. Probably a whole zip, because, let's see. Yeah, the whole zip is the whole zip one. Yeah, yeah, it'll be the same thing. So, all right. Now, for demonstration purposes only. Watch. Remember how close I was to these guys? What in the world? Why did they just turn so violent? Why in the world did you just turn so violent? What is going on here? Oh, now it's tired. Now it's tired. Now you're tired, huh? You're tired, huh? Now you're tired. Don't get tired. Don't get tired. Oh, you definitely can fight back. You definitely can fight back. You know, look at your health. Watch your health. Watch your health. You got a health button. You got a health bar. You got a health bar. You got a health bar. Oh, yeah. They get back up, guys. Oh, now. Now, remember, how much do we have on us? We have 1 gram, right? Now, how much do we have on us? As I said before, seeds are still intact, but keep in mind, people, that you will lose whatever you have on person if you deal with those guys and you do not handle your business. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you handle your business if you come across the thugs. So I always feel like they change those to us way more vibrant. I don't know. But yeah, check this out, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look, come on, guys. You know, for somebody like myself that understands a little bit, because my daughter is she's a developer for certain things, and I understand the hard work that goes into this, man, and me as a consumer, right, and not the developer. I understand how at times myself can be, you know, very demanding, and it gets a little off-putting, if I could say, because, you know, and I think, you know, y'all understand, and it comes from the passion and love that we have, that we want to see it be a good game, because we know the potential, and we're just like these little tweaks, and it also, you know, gives us the sense of participation. You know what I'm saying? Being able to participate, you know, in something like this, which on a large scale is pretty cool, really pretty cool. No matter if you put like a little tweak in the game for the particular, you know, person or whoever it may be, that's really providing, you know, what it is that y'all need to make this game, you know, and put this game to where it needs to be placed, you know, on those, you know, titles. But yeah, this is an amazing game, guys, and if I can apologize, you know, for the whole consumer community, which, you know, I really can't, but, you know, we love it. We love it. That's why we're playing it. We're giving our feedback, you know, the things that we would like to see, which I'm pretty sure, you know, a lot of people have, you know, have been down some roads in their life. So understand that a lot of people that are picking up this game have traveled, you know, these paths. So the authenticity, I believe it is gonna be is what's given from the people, should I say? I believe that's where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of, well, you know, hey, I've actually, or I know somebody that, and I've, you know, so I think that's, you know, where the excitement of the community comes from, because it's like, or some people might be doing it right now, right now, and they're like, hey man, you know, if you this, that, and the third, just trying to give it that more and more immersive feel of you're actually you know, in that lifestyle, or coming close to what it is like, minus, let's just be honest, the real jail time. The real jail time. Yeah, so Revolt guys, thank you for something like this. That's a When the package is ready and you have enough of that, the shipment, then you already know this is already empty. This is not 7 keys. I gotta get some more. Um, so now let's go over to a couple other places. So you do get places to purchase quite a bit. You get the first house, the grow zone, the log cabin. Um, what I would say in majority of all these places that you get to purchase, there is one of your workers around there, except for the barn, except for the around the barn, because you're more on the farm and you got a whole bunch of plots to play out with. So let's head over to the farm, because I do have a farm and I do have another area. So this will be the other one, because I did go over to the other hangar already. So that was one hangar. That was two and three, and this is the barn. This is Buscati Farms, and they are over here working their butts off. Now, what I'm happy about right now, y'all just don't understand. There was bugs and things all over the place, everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. And the mere fact that they came in here and they've been able to get this all down is just magical. Now, mind you, here's more Buscati. All of this is a farm full of nothing but Buscati. Nothing but, as you can see. Right? Buscati, 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 Buscati. Now, I do hope it comes back, but if it doesn't, I need to find a way to sell this Buscati, because it's still coming. So right now, what I have done is I have put the workers on a do everything uh, task. So this way I can get rid of these seed packages. Because if I come in, I plant these, and I chop them, I'll get another seed packet. And I don't want to respawn any more Buscati past what I have out here. So it's in due time. So let's get away from those damn sprinklers. In due time, they'll go ahead and have this all replanted, and it'll all be done, and I'll get out of the nightmare of the Buscati. The reason why I'm in the nightmare of this Buscati now is because, for anybody that has played the game when it first started, there were very big orders. One of the biggest orders that I had at that time was it was two. It was a I believe it was 60 something keys and 30 something keys of Buscati. Very large, uh, 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 weights that was needed for these orders. And I'm like, especially when you're just starting in the game and you go through about, let me see, what was that? That was like in order number 20s. That was like in your 20s, right? I don't know if you was doing it or not. I don't know if you had that much Biscotti sitting around your 20th shipment. I really don't know, especially with just getting into the game and learning and really trying to understand how to utilize your plots in the areas that you have to really grow. Right. All right. So I ran into this again because when I restarted, I was already under the mindset of I'm gonna get ahead of the curve, because now I'm saying to myself, my second playthrough, as you can see in my past videos, the feds got everything. It is what it is, and you know, so they took everything. I don't know who ratted me out. It was somebody, and I'm so mad that we can't fire people and give other people chances. Give one of these guys a chance to step up, because they've been here working fingers to the bone, literally. But so I came back in, got back on and started, hustling quick, getting the money up so I can start buying the areas that I needed, so I can start mass producing the orders that I knew that would possibly come back. This person is a packer. Let me see. Let's get you to do that. This way you can. What she's gonna do is she's gonna come here. She's gonna take from here and all of this, and she's gonna start putting it here. And let's see how much she got. Hopefully, she should wrap this up per key. So, pardon, phone. But yeah, she should wrap this up by key. Hopefully, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Each one of these are 100 each, about 100 grams per jar. So you can do the math from there. So she should just start stacking up the table. Okay, cool, good. I got her starting it away, so she's gonna store it, put everything away. She has two options. She can either start packing the order. If I get anything, being that this is Buscati Farms, um, and yes, I do have Buscati in the other area, which is also redundant, I know, to have that over there when I have so much over here again. I thought I was doing something else. That's on me. Is what it is. Got it. So just let her do her thing. Where's my guy at? Where's my guy? Hold on, brother man. Oh man, he's gonna walk past me like that. I want to give you a tip, brother. $160. Um, Something I was thinking about with the tip factors, right? And this is just a thought, just a thought. B Stone, let me know what you think on this one, B Stone. Like I said, make sure y'all check out my boy B Stone. He be going live. He got videos on multiple games and a lot of games. So make sure y'all check him out. Everything that he does, yo, dude is funny as hell. But I think, and this is just me. That when you give your workers a tip, depending on the job that they're doing, it gives them a boost on in the job, and just for that time, maybe for the day, something like that, something that's not like a permanent thing. Maybe they can gain levels, and I think that might have been talked about. I don't know. I got to go back and check on the Discord as far as the workers gaining levels as they work, but the tips, because I'm just giving them money and they're still performing the same job. A tip is because you are going above and beyond. Now, uh, the fact that I do have them working 24 hours a day, I mean, I give them a tip for that. But, and maybe, the slider of how much, because look, that was 160, but let's see how much she gets. Stand back a little bit so you can see it. She gets a tip. She gets 216. Why is she getting 216 and she's inside? It's equal rights out here, man. Equal rights. Equal. Alright, let's see how much she gets. As y'all can see, she has two more tasks than the last one, because she can grow, she can collect and dry, she can process, or she can just do everything. Grow means she will just go outside and just pick up the seeds, replant, and just have fun replanting. And just do all of that until that's done. Once they get done picking up everything, which they're almost done, I'll go ahead and switch everybody to the grow tab. So I'll go ahead and have everybody do that. And what they'll do is they'll keep on until each plot, or planter has a seed in it. Then they'll stop once that's completed. Whichever job you have going on, they will stop if there isn't uh, anything on that job to do. So if I asked her to, her right now, order pack, no matching weed for activity orders, meaning, nobody wants it. So why are we bagging it up? Like, it's wasteful. You know what I'm saying? It's wasteful. These guys, they still got this going on. Hopefully we get this taken care of. But I understand. But this is a tight spot. Um, I was asking uh, if we could possibly purchase this. I think if we was able to purchase this, maybe not so close to these guys. Yeah, they're here. Um, or maybe so. Maybe so. They're around back. Guys around back and might, provide some more of that theatrics. Where they at? They're around back. So I don't know. But I was asking if we might be able to get this because from the square footage from here to here, from here to here, from this. And look, I didn't even get all of the plots. Let's get this guy here. Hey, hey, I didn't even. There's still 4 more plots. This is a massive, massive, massive. Or you could have a massive farming operation going on over here. Massive farming operation. Also, with being able to maybe purchase this house to live in. I don't know. I don't know. But definitely that barn back there. Definitely that barn back there. If we can get the availability to purchase that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is tight. This is tight. I've tried different things, and this is what I got going on so far. Um, the bumping that goes on right here and things stuff like that. That's cool. Like they with it. It's whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm loving the game. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what we got. All right, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and I heard somebody on one of their YouTube videos mention something about that right there. Um, really, I love this. This really looks badass. It's neat. It's neat. Like the neatness. The uniform. This is nice too. All the bud has colors. That's pretty cool. It's the work that the devs put in, what they go through. Just even in the start. And guys, I appreciate it. I definitely do. This is super dope, man. So let's see what we got over here. We don't got the gorilla, and we don't got the gorilla. So gorilla. Oh, I just thought about something. Here we go. Okay. Devs, if you're listening or if anybody has more influence than others, for a suggestion, uh, devs, let's visit these workers, the prioritization of the order. So if you know, it's being made, you know, or it's needed that they should, you know, start looking for that particular um, strand bushel out there. So this way, you know, we can they can also help in prioritizing something, you know, or prioritizing the order. Sorry, prioritizing the order. Maybe I don't know. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit here. Table has four different levels. So you got up top, middle, the base level, and you have underneath. You can. I still haven't. I still haven't put. I still don't know how many jars it takes. I still don't know. I just know it's gonna take hella jars. Hella jars. Hella jars. A lot of jars. Colorful jars. So got that there. Come on, God, what are you doing? Another tip and trick. So in the beginning, you're starting off, or you restart, or you want to restart. You know, you got 2 or 3 playthroughs. You know, what you want to do is you want to do this. You want to go ahead and do your own pruning and chopping up because it also helps your levels. So just leaving them on autoplay, your levels are still going to go up, but it would definitely increase drastically if you also are doing the work also. You know, if you aren't just leaving them to do. All right, so where we at? We are at getting this grate together. So let's see if I can take a couple of orders from. Oh, sorry. Let's go through this here. So, you got your shop, your workers, your real estate, your bank, wholesale. Your shop is going to be your basic garden manufacturing, your seeds. This is where you get all your seeds. Once you have unlocked all your levels, they've also increased this. So your levels need to be a little higher to unlock, you know, all of the strands. So once you, I think it's like 45 or 50, I believe. Once you get to either one of those, you'll be all the way down here to the strawberry kush hybrid um, seeds, and then you'll have all the seeds unlocked. Excuse me, guys, I had to yawn real quick. Sorry. You'll have all the seeds unlocked, and you can go ahead and start getting your empire rolling, and that's where all of these different areas come into play. And I was thinking about it, right? Because look at this here. Let's run through something real fast before we dive back into the other screen. So you have your bond, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plots on one farm. You have another green bond. Then you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 8, 16. Then you have another 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 more areas. 28 more areas of nursery that you can, you know, possibly put down. And I'm thinking to myself, so with these 28, you have 12 different types of buds. If you wanted to, you can, you know, mass produce just one thing
and on, each one of these plots in each area, and work it like that if you want to travel. Um, I do hope that later on in the game that and sorry about that. Mic check. Do I got some value? Mic check. Can y'all hear me? Have I been low like this whole time? I hope not. I hope not. Okay, no, that was just me talking all low. So, yeah, so we're chopping up uh, the order of what we need here. Uber trees on, big Uber trees over here. You know what I'm saying? Uber trees. Do we have any space for anything? All right, so we are damn, we're jammed here. Okay, and we have one, two, how much? Still nothing, right? Alright, so here's what we need to do, guys. Let me go ahead and get Margot. What? Oh, okay, I need you to. No, sorry. Wrong thing. I need you to process. I need you to process. I need you to process.
this is what I was talking about, the priority. So now what they're gonna do is they're just gonna start grabbing bugs. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I need to clean this up. Because I can tell exactly what they're going to do. Okay, so that's definitely not what I need. You can tell from the bugs right there. Did you just duck, bro? Definitely not what I need. Let's take everything that you got and put it on this table. See what you're coming back with. Okay. Now, the reason why I click these buds over here is so I can have a reproduction of these seeds, because I do want them. I do have some more over here. This is chocolate. I have a little bit of chocolate right here. This is the mango. Yeah, mango. Is this right here? This is lemon. This is candy line. This is it kind of looks like it, but this is there's another one that's called purple something. So this is that one. This is gonna be that's right there, glitter apples, as you can see. It's a cheat. Some more of the gorilla. Yeah, kind of know the bugs. You know, you gotta know your ladies. You know the ladies. There's some lime right there. There's some lime right there. Lime haze. Lime haze right here. This is all glitter apple right here. This is all glitter from here. Glitter apple. Oh, that damn sprinkler sound is annoying. Look at that. All the jars, pretty jars. With nothing of what I need. I got 59. Okay, let's see what's going on here. What are you doing? Not what I need. What are you doing? Not what I need. What you got right here? Lemon. Bubble gum. Oh. Is this really though? Hold on. Let's stop blowing that. No. Alright. That's better than purple. But I need to see, being that these racks are full, first priority for them is, everything that's on the rack. So it's not, as you can see, they're just going to random racks, so it's not like a specific one that they're going to utilize first, or you put them in a certain area and they go to that one. Let me get away from your damn sprinklers, god damn. But they're not going to do that. But well, I don't know, I feel like I need to start the video over, or the live over, but I'm not, because I feel like the way I should have broke it down, or I should be breaking it down, should be a lot more, from top to bottom, but I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place. I don't like doing that. So good though. But back to the menu. So you press left on your directional pad, you'll bring this up here. You got your shop once again, you got your manufacturer, so you got your
two sprinklers here. This is going to be your widest range sprinkler, your shortest range, your shortest range box fan, largest range box fan. This is going to be two floor-based grow lights, and these are going to be your top-mounted uh, floor grow lights. Sorry, grow lights. So your floor-mounted grow lights and your top grow lights. These here. I have the B7s, so the one that gives off the highest fluorescent. If that's what we're gonna call it here, go back in these sprinklers once again. Anyway, um, so with the highest fluorescent, and I got those. So once again, hitting left on the D-pad, back into the shop. So you have your work table, which you see them working on. It's going to be the brown. Then you have your packing table. That's where you put all your jars, all your jars. They go here. Pretty jars. Um, so you got that. So as you can see, I got stuff sitting on the side. I always keep like things because I was preparing. And the good thing is, check this out. Check this out, guys. So obviously, I'm not using it, but I'm going to use it. I'm gonna unpack it. Gonna sell it. 319 bucks. Yep, that's right. You can sell the manufactured items back, and the right. I left on the D-pad again into the shop. You can sell everything but dirt. You can't sell the dirt back, but all your pots, which you have four, one, two, three, four, five. Sorry, five different styles of pot types, to your preference. One thing I do see is that this is a 2x3. This is a 2x2 V5, V5, V5. These are V5s, version 4s, version 2s, your 1s, your 2s, your 3s, right here, your 4s, and your 5s. Now, one thing I can tell you, I don't know the difference. I know the way that they look, but as far as versions, as versions of them, being that this is a 6, that is a 6, that's a 6, that's a 6. What makes that version 1 versus this being version 5? Unless it's just a visual version. I don't know if this is a feature for your strand. So would say, if you have this, it would make your plant grow faster or whichever have you. So that's what I mean by the versions of it. So this grow light, I don't know. I thought I needed it for back here, but I have this one back here, but there's a little design that I thought it was a design flaw, and this wasn't getting any light. But for some reason, this is a 6er, but this particular little one right here in this corner, it still receives, somewhat light, so it's still wrong. Of course, 100% light is great, so we can go ahead and unpack that, sell that for $270. Now let's go ahead and see what our price was for that. $360. Got back $270 for it. I had a UV light 2. So based on these, I'm going to go ahead and say that on versions of it, it's probably cosmetics the way it looks. So we'll go with that for right now. And to the garden, back to what I was talking about with the different ones. As y'all can see, you have all the different pots, to make it visually appealing. How you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Have your little pots, have your big 6ers, your 4s, your 3s, your doubles. So you got your singles, your doubles, your triples, your quads, and 6 tuplet. 6 tuplet. This 5 is a quince. And that's your 6 tuplet here. So workers. You get us a certain amount of workers and packers. Workers are more important than packers. I don't know if they're equally important. Equally important. Equally important because it's hand in hand. Hand in hand. So sorry for saying that they're more important. They're equally important because they go hand in hand, and you're paying them. And you're paying them. As you can see, you do open up these workers as you do level up. So being that I'm already past the threshold of the 50 right now, I have everything unlocked. I don't have all the homes purchased or the vehicles, which we'll go to that area where you can purchase vehicles in a second, and I'll show you the different types of land and air vehicles that you can purchase. So we can do that too. So you have a certain amount of workers and packers that you have to utilize in the areas of where you are. So wherever you have operations going, that's where they'll be working. So once again, on the left on the D-pad brings up this menu. Go to your real estate. So these workers will be working in your grow houses. So nothing that's your house that you live in. This will be your house, your house, your house. Everything else is going to be work zone. So it's but it's going to be the main work zone that they'll be in. So they're going to work this whole farm. So this log old barn, your workers will work this whole farm, only there. This green barn, they'll work this whole farm, only there. Now the hangars, and I was hearing something about the hangars where the workers were going like back and forth through the hangars, and if that's a thing, I really need that. I can really scale up the way I was imagining, you know. So if that's a thing, I would like to be able to, go back to doing that. But as far as the hangars, they work solely per hanger. So I'll show you that over here. Where I have these guys, I have these guys working in here, and she's working over here. Where is she? Where is she? Yeah, there she is. This, doing this. I have no idea. What is this? She's put herself in timeout. You're doing a good job. You want a tip? Here's a tip. You still need to go outside, get some air, stretch. Get off the wall. Get off the wall. No. Anyway, she's only gonna work in here. So however many workers you have here, as you saw, you have a base limit of how many workers can work per area and what they're doing, and what you have going on. So remember, you're gonna need workers and packers. You're gonna need workers and packers. Depending on how you want to scale your operation, if you're more of a hands-on player person, you like to see, everything that's going through, and everything that's, coming in and going out, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I like to, just kind of sit back and, oh, that table's full. So here's what we do when we got a full table. We now take this and make sure we keep it at 1 kg, which is 1 kilo. So make sure that is set. It isn't. To bring that up, you're going to go ahead and interact with the table, interact with the scale. Then go ahead and press in your left analog stick. This will come up, and you go ahead and put in 1,000. R2 will scroll down to done. And now you are at a 1 kilo setting. So now everything that you put on the scale will be looking for 1 kilo or better. This is what it'll look like. So this is only 100 because that's all I have. So
You'll be able to see the different pack sizes and stuff like that. And this right here. So let's go ahead and do this. First time seeing that. He was like, pick up the stuff that you already got, bro. So now, get them clipping away. That's pretty cool. We can do that. Look, back to that, and I'll go ahead and get the rest of this out. And that's one that we'll have for ourselves that any hustler knows. Always go ahead and see. It's crazy though, because the objective doesn't move. Everything else moves, but the objective stays static. It's like, nope. Alright, so let's go ahead, take this up, let's go ahead and transport it. And now we have all of this. So, now we go ahead and take it out. Hold up, guys. And go to the house. I might pass out. Whoa. See, because I'm nervous for the video. Oh, wrong place. Come on, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alright. So, close that up. I hate working at night. Let's see if we can get this to go to the daytime. Let's see. All right, daytime. Pull down. I'll just always leave one day. Takes a lot of run back pretty quick because I'm a little stubborn when it comes to doing that. Alright, so through the menu as I stated, let's go ahead and take a little trip. Remember, it's from your first house and your first grow house. It's going to be the car lot, the copper car lot. Car lot is also where you meet your first runner, who's Sam. But over here you have different types of vehicles. When you purchase ones, it replenishes with a different type of vehicle. You got you got the Vespa. You got the Vespa. You got the better looking Vespa Scoot. But, you know, why not get the Vespa though? You know? But I currently have the... Oh, there's Sam right there. Hey, Sam. What's up, Sam? We don't got nothing for Sam, so Sam don't want to talk to us right now. We got Sam out here driving. Nobody's making no money, by the way. Nobody is making any money but me. These guys is pissed. They're on the streets, risking it all for free. They don't got no work on them either, so they're good. Yeah, speaking of work, remember what I told y'all. Look how much I have on me. Look how much. Now watch this. Do you think I'm about to risk it all? I am. So you gotta run. You got to run. Alright, now back to the lemon. Let's go ahead and add that. Close that. Add that back. Okay, lemon. got it. Seriously, seriously. I'll pick you up in a second. I'm almost with you. Purple. There you go. Some more purple. Some more purple. Some pineapple. So over here. Pineapple. Pineapple. Strawberry. Some more strawberry. Purple, purple. Alright, so now, as you can see, that's what I do. So, as of right now, this is a little small operation, but you know, the funny thing about it is this is all I had here. And from all that you see here to everything in here has been produced by that small setup. This small setup. So what we're looking at. 10 planters here, 12 planters here. No particular reason why I had it like that. I just never put the other two here to make it a 12 top. But that's just what it is. Oh, yeah. So there we go. It's back on. Can we hear me? Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I guess when I start hearing stuff is when I'm able to hear. Sorry about the microphone thing. I'm just trying to get this in. You know, usually my videos are silent, and I'm not, doing this. So, let's see. I'm in my house. Turn me up, man. Gotta
Turn me up and low. Like I said, I gotta get a better mic. I'll do this better so y'all can actually hear what I'm saying. Just giving my little pointers and things, stuff like that on the game, and how I'm playing, what I got going down, and stuff like that. And I know y'all are like, yo, man, it's taking you all day to get that freaking grape ape order out, man. But as I said, I was going to take you to the areas where you can see the different vehicles. Speaking of vehicles, I ran over. I'm like, yo, where the hell is mine? So, like I said, I have the coupe and van. I have the bike villager. I do not own any aircrafts in this game. I like the bike. I have the light that they added because, boy, I tell you, before nighttime illumination was added to this game, boy, we was doing things in the dark. It was very vigilant. Yeah, riding around dark nights. Alright, so over here, when you also do when you do your tasks for your wholesale, so your wholesale is going to be by air or water. So you either ship or send it by air. And these are the different planes that you can purchase. As you can see, it's rack. You can purchase that one. You can purchase that one for different prices. I don't have any planes because I can't fly one. In my past playthrough, I had purchased one and I couldn't even get the dang thing in the air. So I was like, yep, nope. I got it up just a little bit and it actually crashed and burned. So I said, yeah, it's not for me. So where we're at, 73 on our food and water intake. Let's go ahead and get some snacks. And again, remember, always leave one just in case. Just in case. So here you go. You have, these two skibbities that you can get, your two crop dusters here, and your cocaine cowboy type vessels. I don't know what the significance of them are yet. I do believe that they will be, as they stated, like for the thugs are in the game and they're still trying to figure them out. The bandits, the guys that can take things from you and stuff like that, and they're still working on a angle, with these guys. They're still working on an angle with them to see exactly where they're going to put them. We still got too much biscotti. These are fine. I don't even care about these. These are okay. This is this. So back to the menu here. You do have three types of loans that you can take out. I do believe from like the start of the game you can just take these out, but you do have times to pay these back, and you do have a percentage on what you have to pay back when taking them. Um, Other than that, again, then you got your wholesale. This is where your orders come in at. This is how I got that order. I'm up to order 30, but some orders I've taken and some orders, I haven't. And then when you get to a certain amount, once you clear them from off the map, more pop up and they're bigger. But like I said, as they revamp this particular process, you now are on a level base here. So my experience is, I guess it's 36. I have a certain amount of XP to go. Experience points of 140 right now, totaled up in the jar. So as I, make these sales, as you can see, by air, by air, by ship, as you can tell by the icons, with the anchors, and the briefcase, or luggage or carry-ons to say. Yeah, that's what I say, right? Um, that's what you got. And once again, so you got your shop, you got your workers, your real estate where you buy all your property, your bank where you can take your loan, and your wholesales, that's where you make your big shipments. Now your street, the pharmaceutical basis comes from these guys. All of your street movements, you go and they'll ask you for certain numbers. As you can see, Greg needs a 50. Let's get him set up, right? Let's get Ivy set up. All right. And let's get Diego set up. Now, let's see if we started lagging. You see that? Like, what is that? Why does that happen? I'm just walking now. Whenever I take on two orders, this happens. I don't know why this happens, but with that said, I need to go do these orders. I'm gonna do these orders. I'm not gonna force y'all to sit through this, but that's pretty much it. And what I got going on so far. So, hopefully you guys, stick around, come around, check out what your boy favorite blind eye guy, Mr. Right Eye Blind, right here, Blind Eye Society, man. Peace, love, and blessings. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these orders, off screen, and go deal with some other things, stuff like that. But thank you guys for checking me out, coming through, man. We got more stuff coming through too. It ain't just this simulated games. I play a whole bunch of games. I got a lot. I got a lot of games you're gonna be seeing. Some golf, some soccer, some racing, some basketball, some football, some bowling. Just all over the place. Supermarket simulate them. Definitely more simulated games. Definitely more simulated games because these are more relatable. I feel like the simulated games they have their popularity base because they're relatable. It's actually what we're out here doing. Not to say James Bond and Mortal Kombat and Madden and NBA is not what people out here doing because people have family members and stuff. But well, this is more of a I've either done it, did it, or thought about getting into it type deal when it comes to these simulation games, right? So once again, guys, peace, love, and blessings, man. Is that 15 keys right there? So if you know, holler at your boy. And on if y'all paying attention and checking it out, all of my titles, right? All of my titles, even the no voice ones, they're something from a specific paraphernalia movie. Kudos to anybody that can get it in the comments or whatever. If you're checking me out, if where these particular comments came from, or movies, or what it is, man. Shout outs to you for watching the hood movies, the gangster movies, the street movies. So shout outs to you. Um, I'm gonna try to find some other uh, movie quotes and stuff that go with other games that I'm playing, and see if y'all can spot those out too. So let's see where we go with that, guys. All right, stay tuned for more. It's your boy, Mr. Right Eye Blind, Blind Eye Society, man. Big deuces in the chat, man. I holler at y'all. Peace.